Hi everyone, it's Alexis with Project Management Made Simple. In this video, I'm going to answer the question, how do you determine a budget? So in this video, I'm going to illustrate this activity with giving you all a scenario based on a software implementation project. Company A has purchased software to automate their sales process. They are new to the software and are excited for the return on investment they estimate as a result of the project's completion. They have hired the software company to implement the software, conduct training, and provide support as needed. Company A wants to know the associated costs. In this scenario, there are three key items that contribute to the budget. The first is licenses, so having an understanding of how many licenses are going to be needed, if you're going to have to pay this monthly or annually, is going to contribute to the budget. Next is professional services for the implementation, which includes the training that I mentioned. And so this is going to be the cost to actually do the work to set up the software. So documenting the requirements, going through and testing with the users, giving the training that's necessary, doing the implementation itself of deploying in the various environments that the company A may have. So all of the costs, the man hours, woman hours that are associated with doing that work are going to be entailed in your professional services costs. Now, as part of the professional services aspect of costing, you also want to have an understanding of if this is going to be a milestone-based project or if these professional services are going to be paid on a time and materials basis, with perhaps there being a cap on the number of hours, right? And so with either case, it's also a good habit, a good practice to have some sort of contingency, because it's inevitable with these kinds of projects and just with projects in general that you're not going to know everything up front. And so it's a good practice to have some sort of money that's set aside just in case you do go over whatever you originally had budgeted for. And finally, support. Depending on the customer's expectations of when they expect an issue to be resolved, when they expect a response, this is going to have implications to the cost and the overall budget. Another thing I'll call out is recurring costs versus one-time costs. So first one here is licenses. This typically is a recurring cost, again on an annually or potentially monthly basis. Next is going to be the professional services. This is typically a one-time cost. In this scenario, they are automating a sales process, but they may decide to use this particular software for other purposes throughout their organization. And so with that, there could be another cost associated to automating additional business processes that they may have in their organization. And finally, support. This is typically a recurring cost. Again, it could be charged monthly, quarterly, or annually. Overall, when we're thinking about a budget, we want to think about the associated tasks, the materials, the goods, everything that has to be done as a part of the project, and what the associated costs are to those items. We also want to consider that there's risk that is inherent with any project, because if you are aware of what projects are, there's something that we typically haven't done before or we haven't done exactly before, right? Projects are considered unique. And so with that, there is going to be risk. And so it is best practice to ensure that you have some sort of money set aside in case those risks do become realized and they turn into issues. This is a video answering the question, how do you determine a budget? If you found this video helpful, please do give this video a thumbs up. Leave any questions in the comments below, and I will talk to you all in my next video.